Welcome back, everybody. Hope y'all doing well. Looking, after some time, at the long lost Embraer 145. We're in Asheville. We're going to fly to Montgomery. There's currently a line of storms pushing towards Montgomery, so it's kind of a race for us. A little overcast here. There was an update for this plane. You can't get it, I guess, on the X-Plane store. You have to have the X-Crafts updater. So we updated it earlier and did a little test flight with it. The sounds are a lot better. The performance is much more realistic. It doesn't climb like a rocket ship anymore. It's about what you'd expect for a regional jet. And also the random master caution that we were getting in the cockpit seems to have been alleviated. So as you can see, we got the GPU connected, but I haven't done anything inside. So we'll get in there. Up to the overhead, we'll get our batteries on auto. Go ahead and connect the GPU. Dismiss the caution, and we'll get nav lights on. Fasten seatbelts. We'll wait. Go no smoking right there, and we'll turn the logo on because it's about 6:30 at night here. Should have the nav on. There we go. Looking pretty good. And we'll set this stuff. Turn the packs on. All of these. So the Embraer philosophy is black means good, but for some reason, when you're on the APU on the ground, these are all supposed to be on for them to work. Just kind of counterintuitive to me, at least. Avionics.
Good evening, WestJet 1216 with Juliet sorry, Bravo 16.
So we'll get the electric power on auto, and that should do for
1216 clearance clear to LaGuardia via the Kepta 2 departure.
Double check the parking brake is on.
Departure runway 23, squawk 6357.
Already got another clearance delivery, nice.
Hey, WestJet 1216 is clear to LaGuardia, Kepta 2, Papa transition flight plan runway 23.
First things first, 122.048 us.
It is Juliet, contact April 1.
Kilo Alpha Victor Lima Airport information. Echo 2354 Zulu weather wind 197 at 14 gusting to 22 visibility 10 sky condition 1600 scattered ceiling 2300 broken ceiling 4000 broken temperature 172.14 altimeter 3005 advise on initial contact. You have information Echo.
Information Echo, nice. Back to clearance delivery.
445, we're engaged Charlie 28 for
Kilo Alpha.
WestJet 445, calling clearance today, clear Edmonton via the Offset 4 departure, Rothman transition.
KVL, ground 121.9.
Runway 23, squawk 0525. WestJet 445, cleared Edmonton by the Offset 4 departure, Rothman transition on 23, squawk 0525.
0525, we'll take
WestJet
there,
445,
nice.
reback crack, it is Juliet, contact Apron 12227. WestJet 445.
0525 on the transponder. Thank you. Appreciate you. Sorry about that 1525. So I think what we're going to do first on this airplane is the performance page. Which is kind of weird. Alright, so we have 44 passengers going to Montgomery. Payload is 100.
Rouge 1982 clearance, runway change, new runway now 23 with the mix of 6.
And block fuel 5,700
Yeah, thanks. Runway
pounds.
23 with mix of 6 bounds on change, runway, Rouge 1982. Rouge 1982, all correct, back to April, yeah. Thanks.
So set to ground. $21.9 for ground and tower. 21.1. Transponder on standby. Performance 2, going to flight level 320.
Rouge 1693, push tail north, call for
To a Mach
taxi.
0.78.
Tail north, call for taxi, Rouge 1693.
This is going to be a short flight.
Rouge 1693, we'll see
And
what we
cruise
can do.
wind 330 at 39. And I think that will do. Back to the index. Alright, this is where it gets wonky. I have a hard time here. I think we have to initialize. We're going to go Delta. Call sign Delta Airlines 831. And start with the departure. You have to build from the ends, I think. So the departure is KAVL, Asheville.
Rouge 1693, push back and start on Hotel 1.
Winds here 197 and 14, gusting 22, so we're going to take runway 17.
Call for taxi, Rouge 1693. Any chance for Joe 6 today?
Don't think we have a SID. There's not, so we're just going to direct Dilla after there. So that'll do for departure. Back to the MCDU index. Arrival is going to be, let's see what the weather's doing in Montgomery. Winds 070 at 13, gusting 19. So we'll do runway 10. There's an ILS. So arrival airport, Kilo, Mike, Golf, Mike. Arrival runway 10. Select the approach. Oh, no, sorry. ILS 10. And do we want a transition?
4167, push second.
Rouge 1640 to standby 1.
Standby, Rouge 1640. Airburn, good day, Rouge 1640, 167, push second.
Rouge 1640 to
Actually, yeah,
standby
let's do
1.
this.
Standby, Rouge 1640.
Bowen, we can do descending DME arc on it. Nice. Select approach transition. That should be good. Back to the MCDU index and routes. Add route waypoints. The first one is a fix, which is already selected there, so it's going to be Dilla. Delta India Lima Lima Alpha. Save. And the next one is going to be VOR
Aircat
Lima
791.
Golf Charlie.
Go ahead for 791.
One of our own is on
Save.
board there going for a special anniversary flight to Hawaii. Just wondering if you'd be able to make a little
That should be good.
memorable for us.
So then we'll go back
Okay,
to
what's the name?
First name
MCDU
Dave,
index
last
performance.
name
Make sure that we
Urion.
have like a valid
URI0N.
Dave, there, and we'll see what we can do.
here we go.
Excellent,
Distance
thank you.
288 nautical
Over.
miles. Time 37 minutes. That's good. So we'll go back to the MCDU index. Progress. Execute. And that should have sent our flight plan over there. Switch to plan and see what that looks like. Hey McFaddy, I'm doing well. How are you? That looks like it'll work.
Aircat 791 here.
Go ahead for 791.
One of our own is on board there going for a special anniversary flight to Hawaii. Just wondering if you'd be able to make a little memorable for us.
Okay, what's the name?
Alrighty.
First
Flight
name
level.
Dave, last
1,
name
2, 3.
Urion. URI0N.
Dave, there, and we'll see what we can do.
Excellent, thank you.
No worries.
We'll climb initially with vertical speed at 2,000. I think 300 would probably do. Are you doing the whole thing in real time, or are you going to use time compression? 'Cause that'd be pretty impressive to get over there with a Baron. Alright, nav is on FMS. Our plan is loaded. Everything's good. No discontinuities. I don't even think this thing does discontinuities. It just gives you a wonky ass flight plan if there's an issue.
Rouge 1640, give way to the Canada 737 from right to left, and then push lane 8.
5 hours over the ocean does sound pretty awful.
Okay, lane 8, then west.
Alright, runway 17 is 166 degrees.
Gotta wait for the back end. Rouge 1640.
Okay, we'll cancel the push. Let me know when you're ready. Rouge 1640.
You cancel the push with body back, Rouge 1640.
We'll do heading for departure. That should do us. Alright, the MCP is set. Our flight plan is in. We can go ahead and start the APU. Get that on and wait for this little guy down here to stop flashing. Better make sure you turn those failures off too, eh? Probably should have done a fire test. There we go.
Rouge 1640, give way to the
Get this
Canada
on the
737
electrical
from right
page.
to left, and then push lane 8 tail to the west and call for taxi.
APU is at 100%, 455 degrees, and you can see right there it's generating electricity. Gonna be a lonely float with that boy, isn't it?
We'll cancel the push, let me know when you're ready. Rouge 1640.
APU on, GPU off. Dismiss it. And get rid of the GPU. The rubber ducky or the airplane?
Airplane Rouge 1640.
1640 go?
Yeah, I guess we're good now.
Okay, push to 8 Charlie, tail west, Rouge 1640.
8 Charlie, tail west, sorry about that, 10 tail west.
Alright, pressurization is set down there, 32,000, and it's on auto.
Airplane Rouge
I think
1640.
we're good here.
1640 go?
Yeah, I guess we're good now.
Let's plan a
Okay,
pushback.
push to 8 Charlie, tail west, Rouge 1640.
8 Charlie, tail.
All right, Captain, got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
546. Lane 6 and the beam 135 for now.
Let's get these guys going. We'll go seatbelts on. Go ahead and turn on the beacon. Close the door. Call for a pushback.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
With time compression on, how long would that take you? If it normally takes, it would take 5 hours over the ocean. How long would that flight take now? You know? Half an hour? Ooh, racing. This said 37 minutes en route. I don't want to do a long one because I've actually got to do some VFR homework, so I'm going to take off from our airport and then fly around because I have to navigate tomorrow without using GPS.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
So fortunately, I've got ortho there. That would be good practice.
We got that winching strap and adapter hooked up. Go ahead and let go of the parking brake when you're ready for a push.
There you go.
Jazz 946 for the six. Jazz 946. Lane 6 and the beam 135 for now. 135, 16, Jazz 946.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Okay, thanks.
Actually, 547, Dr. Romeo for taxi.
Double check fuel and electric pumps are on, and they are. So we'll give this guy run.
Delta, hold short of Alpha. Delta, hold short Alpha. We have Foxtrot 547.
Hey, X-Plane pilot, how's it going? Doing pretty well.
Actually, 547, Dr. Romeo for taxi, Foxtrot.
Let's hold that for longer.
547 ground 05, altimeter 3009,
Yes.
Foxtrot, taxi right turn on Delta, hold short of Alpha.
There we go.
Delta, hold short Alpha. We have Foxtrot 547.
Nice, good to hear. Been doing any more flying? You looking into flight school yet? What's going on? Oh, what's our altimeter here? 3005. I got it. He might be. Back to the electrical page. Gen 4 and Gen 3 are working. That's good. Nice, we're at.
Ground, good morning, Maple 750, short Alpha. Maple 7502, ground runway 06 left, altimeter 3008.
Free to Air Canada.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake. And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Powder Springs. What kind of airplanes do you have there? What kind of options do you choose? You excited? What is up, Diogo Costa? I guess I'm saying that right. Who knows? Oh, cool. So it's not a school; it's an instructor. Arm the emergency light. Emergency light on. Generators are already on. We can close that. We can turn off the APU.
And we're disconnected. Signaling pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Turn that off. Get the bleeds back on, and we'll turn on our windshield heat. This is not a freeware version, unfortunately. You do need an instructor, but one thing that I did is bought the Sporty's ground school stuff, which will help you with the written and oral tests and stuff that you have to take. But man, you'd be surprised how much you get just out of flying sims, like just sort of tacitly and watching, you know, YouTube flight vloggers and stuff, how much of that information actually translates. I got the one off Sporties, but I mean, I think there's a ton that you could probably find. Alright, flaps are set. Let's do a little flight control test. Seems free and correct. I don't think there's a page on the MFD that shows you. Hydraulic systems are okay. Don't know. Alright, should be configured for takeoff. Let's see. Should probably tell us parking brake.
Takeoff okay.
There we go. I have not, no, but one thing that you can do, and my instructor told me to do, is to do it, I guess, as soon as you can, get it out of the way. I thought that you had to complete some amount of time to be able to do it, but that's not true apparently. So I'm going to start studying on that. I'm still working on hours to get soloed. Hopefully in another week and a half, and then cost will come down quite a bit. Alright, taxi lights. Let's go. And we'll go sterile cockpit too. Today, man, was the best day that I've had flying yet. It was, I mean, you know, the weather was amazing today. It was 75 degrees, it was cool, a little windy, but once you get up above like 2,000 or 3,000 feet, it's pretty smooth. Yeah, the Sporties I think I paid $200 for it. It's pretty comprehensive, and there's practice tests and stuff that you can take online.
Alpha, hold short runway 29 over the tower, altimeter 3029, 17054.
Pushback face west and expect runway 24 right for departure now.
It's not too bad. Plus, there are two books that you can get for fairly cheap. One is called The Handbook of Aeronautical Knowledge, and the other one is Airplane Maneuvering Handbook or something like that. Both of those, I think, were 20-something a piece, or you can get them for free on the FAA website. They're pretty good.
Expect runway 24 right for departure now. Already taxi.
Although some of it, man, I was talking to my instructors today. I was like, can you explain to me, like I'm 5, what is density altitude? Because it made me feel like I was handicapped trying to read that section of the book.
So we'll be holding the bush.
Rouge 1814, roger. Clearance is canceled. Call me back.
We'll call you back, 1814.
Make sure our takeoff limit. I haven't even taken the practice test. He told me to take 2 practice tests. If I can get like a 90-something% on both of them, he said to go ahead and take the written test.
14 Roger. Clearance is canceled. Call me back.
So I'll probably spend most of the day on Sunday doing that, since I'm not flying on Sunday. Where did you take the practice test? Yeah, give me them all.
Only 414, taxi on the east lane, north ramp, short of Echo.
Yeah, he told me there was a website that you could take some of the practice tests on, but I didn't ask for it because I was already doing the sporty stuff. What is the link? Do you know off the top of your head? I guess I could probably just search for it.
Runway 414, give way to dash out of Fox.
Where am I going? All the way down.
Runway 414, give way to dash out of Fox.
Something 414 to Doing 414, depart 24 right, remainers unchanged, taxi Echo, cross to 8, short hotel, Aviation is 12252. 12252, hotel, cross 28, 24 right, runway 414.
Here we go, park and brake. Let's go. Strobes on. Taxi lights can come off. External lights on. Seatbelts are already on. Transponder TARA.
4130, short of Echo, ground 121.0.
Alright, short of Echo, 21-0, AC 4130, have a good day.
There you go. Get some traffic there. No, you can send a link. We're all adults here. Lights. Flaps are set. We're good for takeoff. Switch it over to tower. And departure 124.65.
Air Canada 611, Kieran.
Air Canada 611, tower number 2, 3 miles down to 319, wind 160 at 4, clear to land runway 24 left.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Air Canada 611.
Let me give it a go after this and see how much I need to work. Like I was feeling, we did some ground school after flying the other day, and I was feeling pretty good. But then he started getting into some obscure. I need to work on airspace for one, like golf, the difference between golf, Echo, Charlie, all that kind of stuff. What am I forgetting? Flaps are set. We're on takeoff power, on tower, transponders on, lights are on. I'm probably missing something, but we're gonna go anyway.
Air Canada 611, Kieran.
Air Canada 611, tower number 2, 3 miles down to 319, wind 160 at
Nice and lit up now.
Tower Fox Tango, we're ready. Fox Tango, roger.
Clear final.
Tower Fox Tango, we're ready. Fox Tango, roger.
40% stabilized and send it.
Air Canada 451, contact ground 129.
80 knots.
V1, rotate. V2.
What other vertical ortho packages are available now? I know you had Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. You said New England, right?
Contact ground 129.
Alright, let's go flaps up, and we'll switch that over to nav since we got a little ways to climb. Turn off our nose light. Illinois, I got, yeah. Really the places that I need are like the Dakotas, like the North, Midwest, Western Wisconsin, all the way to, what do I have, Idaho, Wyoming. Got Kentucky.
4403, Echo ground 110.
Alright, so it's our EPR limit to climb. Flaps up, double check the spoilers are up. Disarmed, rather. Has he posted an update about like what his intentions are? Is he just going to keep going and do the whole United States? I wonder if there's any sort of competition or animosity between him and Fork Boy. Now that Fork Boy is kind of back on the scene.
4403, Echo ground 110. That's
Oh, yeah, I forgot to do that on departure.
44031.
Turn the autopilot on, so ooh, I forgot yaw damper too. Yaw damper and autopilot. Look out the window. Yeah, I'm also missing the west side of Tennessee. Support meaning monetarily, people donating PayPal and stuff like that.
Bravo, Agadir, Canada 1025. This is sending through 12,600 for 7,000.
Wonder how he's doing.
Canada 1025, arrival through direct peace and maintain 4,000.
Maintain 4,013 for Canada 1025.
Just gotta do that out of the goodness of your heart, Vertical Sims. Although one day he stopped by and stream. I said thank you. I don't know if that counts. That was supportive.
Bravo, Agadir, Canada 1025. This is sending through 12,600 for 7,000.
Canada 1025, arrival through direct peace and maintain 4,000.
Maintain 4,013 for Canada 1025.
Here we go. This is the good stuff right here. So if you missed the very beginning of the stream, I said that there was a line of storms that were heading towards Montgomery, so we're going to try to beat those storms there. If not, we're going to have to land them.
ILS 31, altimeter 299.5. And there's moderate mixed icing and cloud, top 4,000.
I need to check. I haven't looked in a few weeks.
Closer and that's by an Airbus.
Okay, we checked that, sir, for Canada 1025.
Well, if there are like thunderstorms, I'll have to divert somewhere else. I don't even know how to put a secondary flight plan in this jacked up FMC though. This is the great weakness. Oh, we're above 10,000. No more speed restrictions, so let's turn those off. Seatbelts can come off. And turn off the stereo cockpit. Shouldn't have been talking. And what else? Let's climb in speed mode.
Canada 1025,
Full throttle.
ILS 31, altimeter 299.5. And there's moderate mixed icing and cloud, top 4,000, bases 8.
See if we can figure out how to put in a secondary airport arrival here.
750, roger.
No, that was Canfor 3514, level 15.
Canfor 3514, ready. And you're now paid to 3,000.
Okay, relieve 5 to 3,000.
I guess you would just have to change your arrival airport when you get a little bit closer. I don't think the weather radar works on this either.
And I want to take Canfor 3514, level 5,000.
Skyward 750, roger.
No, that was Canfor 3514, level 15.
Canfor 3514, ready. And you're now pinned at 3,000.
Okay, relief 5 to 3,000, 3514.
Oh, actually, since we're planning on the ILS 10, go ahead and get ahead of the game here.
Runway tower now, 118.3.
Let's look at our approach. ILS localizer, runway 10. So the nav frequency for the localizer is 109.9.
Air Canada 1025, you're 12 to the runway tower now, 118.3.
Put that on nav 2 as well, just in case.
Canfor 3514, turn left 090.
Left 090.
What is that? The Google Drive folder. Oh, it's V-States.
Canfor 3514.
Okay, he's got a current coverage map. Cool.
Left 090, 3514.
Yes, it is, Scooter. It is the ERJ-145. Not the LR, I'm using the regular one without winglets. Kind of like it more. If you'd asked me before this update, I would have said meh. But with the latest update, with this X-Crafts updater, it flies pretty realistically.
Left 030, cleared the straight and ILS.
Before, I mean, you would just shoot to your altitude, like it seemed like you had no weight on board at all, and now it flies a lot more like you'd expected. And when you're on approach, before it came down with a nose low attitude, like you were aiming at the runway or something, even on your VREF speed, and now it handles like you would expect a regional jet to. It's good. I like it. And the sounds are improved. I think this one was $40. I didn't get the whole family. I don't know if the family is worth it because essentially the cockpits are the same. You're just paying for different interior configurations and the exterior model. But this is the interior. This is the biggest one, I think. It holds 50 passengers. I've heard good things about the TOLUS. I've got the flight factor. Past our transition altitude did not change. Goes standard. I'd probably say just to choose whichever plane from the family you like and buy that one. Because like I said, the cockpits, if you look up other screenshots of the different variations, they're almost identical. The only difference is the external models and what the interior of the cabin is going to look like. Like the Legacy 650, I think, is a private sort of passenger jet. I like it though. Really good texture work on the outside too. Oh, look at that PBR though. Holy. I will say that the FMC takes a little bit of getting used to. It's like the Tecton custom one that they made for the ERJ family. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's not bad. I think it's probably more functional than the default FMC, but it's a little wonky. Maybe I just don't know how to use it right now. Bank angle limiter? There's gotta fly real flights in real life? What do you do? What you flying on, boy?
Arrival perimeter 951 medevac with you in the descent 16,000 for 8,000. Clear 951 medevac arrival, maintain 5,000, flight your present heading.
Yeah, Atlanta Center.
175 perimeter 951 medevac.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, well, the other cool thing about this is it's a regional jet, and I'm not sure what runway length it needs for landing, but you can obviously get it into some places that you're not going to get with a 737, which is pretty cool. The rollout not very long. Good thrust reversers. Me? No, I have not. I think I'm at 8.5 hours, so I've got a ways to go. But hopefully I'll be soloed after 15. That's what it seems like we're heading. After that, like I said, the prices are going to come way down, because I can go by myself, don't have to pay for the instructor. It is a little daunting, I guess, like the thought of doing that alone for the first time. I mean, I feel confident right now, but probably the first time that you get in the airplane knowing that your instructor is not going to be getting in behind you is probably a little weird. Better climb performance, though. But you just go to an airport and get wet. Like a private pilot? Oh. No, I've got no sort of, yeah, I've got no paper or any sort of credentials yet in that regard. There's some traffic out here, what is that? Oh, no big deal, just a long way below us.
Georgia 7335, contact 134.77.
What does that mean exactly? Just a piece of paper that says you want to be a private pilot, or what? To ask my instructor about that. I was busy doing flight sim stuff. Let's look it up.
American 2682, 330, kind of continues by top security, altitude center.
Private pilot certificate.
Good evening. Unfortunately, no. I've had reports of light, continuous light, occasional moderate, all altitudes.
Roger, American 2682.
All I see is a private pilot license. See, become a pilot, types of certificates. Page. Six different types of pilot certifications? Probably not. Yeah, I just see like the licenses and stuff like that. I don't know what a certificate is.
Tower 1665, 290.
Bridge 1665 at 290, center, hello.
I don't know about the certifications. Like, obviously, you're private, you're commercial, single engine, instrument, blah, 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 but I don't know if I've heard of a private pilot certificate. That's just like a crayon drawing that your kid can color at a restaurant when they're bored, you know? Yeah, exactly. So you're just getting a pilot's license. You definitely can't just go to an airport and get that. It takes minimum FAA required 40 hours of flying time in a particular airplane. I know my instructor. He actually streams from time to time too. I'm trying to get him to get back into it because I think it would be cool to have an instructor flying, and you know, you could ask him questions and stuff like that. So if you want to add him or follow him, it's SC. I'll type it in there. Actually, I'll just pull up this page. I'll link you. Next time he's on, you can go ask him some questions.
Top 632, 370,
There you go. Don't judge him by his last stream because he was testing it because he hasn't streamed X-Plane in a long time, so he's just getting back on to make sure everything worked. Then ended up trying to spin and crash a bunch of planes.
Rouge 1665, descend now flight level 240.
Descend now to flight level 240, 1665.
There we go. Flight level 320. So the other thing, the older version of this plane, when you get to the top of your climb, you would still have so much power left somehow that the plane would basically start porpoising if you didn't pull the power back. So we'll set cruise power on the EPR limiter, come down. We'll leave it at full throttle now. You can see how slowly the speed is climbing. That's much more realistic. I didn't mean to do another dusk flight. I just tracking real world time. Didn't really think about it. Although I'm not going to complain because it looks pretty good. Flight is left Asheville and we're going to Montgomery, Alabama. Let's see, progress, top of descent. It's going to be a fast one, so top of descent 99 miles.
Yes, we have no longer any weather wind and deviation. We're proceeding.
Thank you.
7,600. Asheville, North Carolina. One of the coolest cities in America, I think.
Delta 2842, 630 for 310.
There's probably an Asheville in every state, though. It's just this is a particular one.
Center, good evening. I'm at 9935, level 340.
Tower 9935, level 340, hello.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this plane a lot more now after this last update.
Center Delta 1660 is 310.
Delta 1660, level 310, center, hello.
I've got Eastern Tennessee, yeah, I have the whole East Coast. I have pretty much all of Fort Boy stuff and the other little gaps in coverage that V-States did. So I got Alabama from V-States and Illinois just to make sure that I got the west side of it because I don't think that was all the way in there from Fork Boy. looking forward to one of those guys doing Montana. I'm surprised no one has yet, because it seems like it would be a pretty awesome country to fly over. I mean, right now, Wyoming and Utah are probably my favorite places to fly, because it looks so good with ortho. I mean, flying out of Asheville is good, but we kind of missed most of it. You can see the mountains there. We missed most of it because of under clouds. And then here, between here and Montgomery is basically going to be nice and flat. Let's have a look and see where we're at. Oh, this is over Lake Lanier. In fact, that's where I was flying today. My flight school should be, it's not under some clouds. It should be like right below us, basically. We go out over that lake to do maneuvering and stuff because it's in between some airports. It's out of their airspace. There's not usually a lot of traffic over there. Our airport's like somewhere over here.
Reach 468, copy our check-in.
Reach 468, heavy 350, center, hello. Continue Atlantic, giving you a moderate chop reported almost.
468, copy, thanks. Hey, Toronto, Delta 1660.
Delta 1660, go ahead.
Yeah, we're thinking about trying 29. Have you had handy reports down to 20?
Delta 1660, not currently, no. It certainly is an option if you'd like to try it.
Let's do it.
Stand by.
It's pretty cool though when you can see the ground peeking through little holes in the clouds and stuff like that. Beautiful. See, I just saw he's got version 2. I wonder what was updated between V1, because I have, I think the original Alabama that he did. It looks good to me. I mean, I don't, unless there's some significant difference between the first one and V2, I'll probably just stay with that one. Flying right now?
Airsprint 489, climb to 252 for 272.
Airsprint 489, center, hello.
I'm glad both those guys are still doing it.
Airsprint 489.
Airsprint 489, you're going to have to level there for about 3 minutes until you have higher range of traffic.
Man, that looks so good. Freaking love ortho.
Air Canada 596,
I almost want to get my instrument rating just so I can fly through clouds, though. That'd be so cool.
Contact center 124.67.
2467, good night, American 2282.
Delta 2842, contact center 124.67. 12467, Delta 2842.
Now we're climbing up speed. Here we go. I think I split 0.78 Mach for our cruise speeds and pulled the throttle back a little bit.
Airspread 49, traffic 11 o'clock, 10 miles eastbound. It's a 777 1000 above your clear. Numbers 236 is traffic at your 130.
Ground speed 470 knots. That's pretty decent.
It is a citation. Just climb to 1000 below.
What kind of hard drive do you have? How much space do you have? Yeah, I've got X-Plane on my SSD. All my ortho is on a spinner drive. It's external. Alright, we're going to go with the Sky Vector page and see if any of these radio frequencies actually work in X-Plane. I know that the radio frequencies for our airport are correct. So let's see. It is Montgomery approach 118.85. I'll be north 124.0. Montgomery.
Evening, 17535, level 248, 370. Western 535, center, hello, contact level 340.
29 miles.
Western 535.
I believe we're over Alabama now, so this should be the V-States Alabama version 1, I think. Let me double check. Lake Redline, where's that? Ah, never mind, we're just north of Newnan, Georgia. Close. Yeah, we're still in Atlantic airspace. Actually, when we hit LGC, the next VOR, that is going to be right on the Georgia border, Georgia-Alabama border. So let's see, we should have LGC 28 miles, so we'll start descending before that. In fact, I think it's on this lake here. LGC, LaGrange? Yep.
Airspread 49, contact level 400.
400, airspread 49.
14 miles. At 10 miles, we'll start slowing down a little bit, and then 5 miles before, we'll start rolling in vertical speed.
Under 6306, climb level 370.
10 miles.
Thank you.
final needs to be at 1,700 feet, so we'll go ahead and select that. There we go, 5 miles vertical speed.
What are the rods for there from 6306?
Under 6306, light chop all altitudes with the occasional moderate bump. Next controller on your route to go to 140 miles ahead of your current position, telling me you've got no complaints.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. You're getting satellite photos from Google or Bing or wherever that were taken on different days, probably different seasons and stuff like that. So it's probably really hard to color correct all those and to actually look normal. I mean, that's why I would prefer probably just to download someone else's, like Fork Boys or V-States to make my own, because somebody's already doing it all, and making sure that you're not getting like clouds in them as well. I mean, kudos to them. I don't really mind if I see a line. It's kind of hard to tell in this light, but I'm pretty sure that, yeah, like right there, it doesn't bother me too much. Yeah, the orthos are the most important part. Whether or not they have lines, that's not too big a deal. Alright, kind of handled that turn a little wonky.
West 535, left turn 10 degrees, next for climb, level 380.
Say left 10 degrees, level 380, West 535.
Should be able to stay with Atlanta Center until we get to basically the airport.
South Data, West 725, 24-7, final level 270.
West 725, center hello, climb level 340.
Climb level 340, West 725, how's your right?
I've had light chop for all altitudes with the occasional moderate bump.
Okay.
West 535, climb level 400.
Level 400, West 535.
Emirates 9935, contact center 134.77, good day.
13477, Emirates 9935, thank you, day.
Airport of some variety.
Skywest 5844, climb level 340.
Level 340, Skywest 5844.
Alright, so Montgomery's like 60 miles away. I don't see any huge cloud buildup there, so I think we beat those storms.
Delta
Hoping.
632, contact center 135.62.
3562, thanks for everything tonight, Delta 632.
Take care. Reach 468, heavy contact center 124.67.
2467, reach 468, good day.
Good day. Westjet 535, proceed directly up and on course.
Direct 7 on course, Westjet 535.
We're coming up on our transition altitude, so let's see what the weather, get the ATIS in Montgomery. Montgomery, wind 080, 10 knots, visibility 10, no clouds reported, temperature 29, 2.17, precipitation none, altimeter 3006. I'd say, you know, since you're getting ready to start like a private pilot thing, yeah, stick with GA for a while. Get the basics and stuff down. 'Cause that stuff's gonna help you more than, you know, knowing how to fly an ERJ-145. The default Cessna is actually pretty good. It's decent.
Good evening from Band 05.
That is neat. Well, I mean, if you continue on to do your instrument stuff, like our school has an SR-20 that they use for instrument, and I think it's the cheapest one that might be a diamond. I don't know what it is.
And proceed directly to Syracuse VOR 1815.
Syracuse VOR 1815 right now.
Thanks.
Alright, we're looking pretty good. So we're supposed to be at 7,000 something feet, that little marker there. Those extended night lights going soon.
Delta 632 with Charles.
Go ahead.
Delta 632.
Doing a
Contact
speed
center
here.
13562.
3563, have a great night. That's it, 63.
Seatbelts back on. I do too, just hopefully it works correctly. It did last time, but a couple times when a friend of mine was flying, it stopped working, and one time I did a flight where basically made it to the arrival and then it just cut out for some reason. I think it has to do with one of the new versions of X-Plane, I believe, because it never happened until then.
George 7345, center hello, contact level 280.
Level 280,
Even without lights on now, it looks pretty good right now.
Delta 2842, flight level 330. Delta 2842 at 330, sir, hello, land occasional moderate chop reported all altitudes. Delta 2842,
Which would be perfect, because we're about 12,000. Slow it down here.
Georgia 7335, stop climb level 260. Stop climb at 260, Georgia 7335.
Make sure we get below 250 knots, otherwise the plane will start bitching at us. There we go. And coming up at 10,000, so we'll get the external lights back on as well.
Georgia 7345, stop climb level 260.
taken so many screenshots already this flight.
Georgia 7335, contact 134.77. 3477, Georgia 7335.
Alright, we're about 20 miles. We'll go approach control. Should be. Yep. And Montgomery Tower. 19.7.
Order 306, arrival, fire present, heading maintain 5,000, runway 31 approved. Perimeter 944, tower now, 1823. 3914.
Nice. Did you have enough money to pay out of pocket, or did you finance it?
Order 306, arrival, fire present, heading maintain 5,000, runway 31 approved.
Well, it's useful in as far as you're going to get to fly what you want to fly.
Perimeter 944, tower now, 1823.
It's not too bad. You can rent, what other planes do you have that you can use for FSE? You fly something, you can rent something a little bit more profitable for you, just pay it off and you don't have to worry about it anymore. I thought you had two 172s. Did I get that wrong? Alright, turn our bank angle limiter off.
Perimeter 306, cleared to 2,600.
He sold them both to get the SR-20. Well, it's easy enough to make money in FSE.
Perimeter 306, turn right heading 220. Perimeter 306, turn right heading 220.
Is it hard to find 737s in FSE? Ooh, getting some lighting now.
Perimeter 306, turn right heading 280, cleared.
So this is supposed to be a DME arc. It's supposed to curve and descend us down here, which I don't think it's going to do. And if it's going to make this 90-degree turn for a super short final, I'll probably just fly it in manually. That does not seem very good. So we get the airport in sight. Is that it? I think that's us.
Perimeter 306, turn right heading 280, cleared straight and ILS runway 31.
Yeah, I think we're going to do a visual approach for 10, because this is going to be a 90-degree turn onto like a 2-mile final, and you have to set everything up then. So let's do this. MCD index performance, see what our VREFs are. 43, 129, and flaps 45. Started slowing it down. And I'm I'm going to take the airplane from here.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
The ILS does work well. You want to use that? But not today, fam.
Bearskin 453, turn left heading 030, cleared straight on ILS runway 36.
030 on the heading and cleared straight on ILS 36 for Bearskin 453.
Yeah, I mean, that is like a super short final.
ILS runway 36.
030 on the heading and cleared straight on ILS 36 for Bearskin 453.
That's one of the problems that I have with this FMS system. It doesn't, like normally if you had a discontinuity, you could fly vectors and stuff like that, which I could have done, but this particular approach should not have put us in here like this.
Bearskin 453, intercept.
This is a particular problem with the
contact Winnipeg Tower on 118.
proprietary FMS. Slowed down here. 200 knots and we can go to flaps 9.
Bearskin 453, intercept is localized, ready 8.5, touchdown, contact Winnipeg Tower on 118.3.
Set this to runway heading, so I got a visual reference. 104 degrees.
Winnipeg arrival, Commerce 7540, which is to 13,900, clear 7,000.
Commerce 7540, arrival flight heading 195, maintain 5,000.
Heading 195, down 5,000, 7540.
Commerce 7540, vectors ILS runway 36, altimeter 29 or 9 or 7.
997, would there be a possibility of ILS 31?
Commerce 7540, second.
Any possibility of 31?
Commerce 7540, turn left, heading 165, vectors ILS 31.
Heading 165, vectors ILS runway 31. Arrival, Commerce 7540, which is to 13,900, clear 7,000.
Commerce 7540, arrival flight heading 195, maintain 5,000.
Heading 195, down 5,000, 7540.
Commerce 7540, vectors ILS runway 36, altimeter 29 or 9 or 7.
997, would there be a possibility of ILS 31?
Commerce 7540, second.
Any possibility of 31?
Commerce 7540, turn left, heading 165, vectors ILS 31.
Heading 165, vectors ILS runway 31.
turn left heading 160.
Heading 160, 7540.
So VREF 129. Yep. I can't remember which way arms the Spoilers, I think it's that position. Could be wrong.
Number 7540, level 5000.
Number 7540, the altimeter is 2997.
What if we can do this? Let's go. Can we get a glide slope? Oh, yeah, we do. Nice. A little high.
Number 7540, level 5000. Take any altimeter.
Number 7540, the altimeter is 2997.
At this point, power for altitude, pitch for speed.
Back Quebec, Charlie, left heading 270, maintain 2600. Left 270, maintain 2600, Quebec, left Charlie. Back Quebec, Charlie, right.
It looks like there's seasonal tree textures here. This is the first time I've flown in here since, I don't know when. That's kind of cool.
500.
Back Quebec, Charlie, left heading 270, maintain 2600. Left 270, maintain 2600, Quebec, left Charlie. Back Quebec, Charlie, right.
I forgot to switch that to tower. Sorry.
Minimums.
Continue.
$100.
There you go. I got the runway here.
50.
Whoa, that's loud.
Yeah, 015, call departure.
10.
Section 35, left turn off at the end, and ground on 2165. Have a good day.
You have a good day. Left turn at the end, 165, section 35.
Let's see. Get our taxi lights on. We'll turn all of these external lights off. Strobe lights can come off as well. Start the
Section 35,
APU.
left turn off at
Flaps
the end,
are up.
and ground on 2165.
Ground spoilers
Have a good day.
never deployed, I don't think.
You have a good day. Left turn at the end, 165, section 35.
Turn that off.
Cam 75, the inspection vehicle is exiting at the end. Caution, wake terminals from the 777. Wind 170 on 7. Clear takeoff, runway 23.
With you, clear for
Our
takeoff.
APU is coming online.
Cam 75, the inspection vehicle is exiting at the
APU
end.
is generating
Caution, wake terminals
electricity
from
for
the 777.
taxi.
Wind
Turn that
170
on.
on 7. Clear takeoff, runway 23.
With you, clear for takeoff 23, Air Canada 75.
Brickyard 4555 tower, line up 23. Keep the Air Canada 37 at site for visual.
Man, this is a free airport scenery. I am impressed. Fall colors. I think other than Aspen and Telluride, those are the only other ones I can think of that have seasonal textures. I'm actually going to park over here by the
4555 tower, line up 23.
FBO.
Keep the Air Canada 37 at site for visual departure.
I will line up on 23 and keep Air Canada in place, picture 4555.
Breakout 4555, maintain visual separation. Clear takeoff runway 23, wind 170 at 7.
Clear for takeoff runway 23, will maintain visual, Brickyard 4555.
Breakout 4555, maintain visual separation. Clear takeoff runway 23, wind 170 at 7.
Clear for takeoff runway 23, will maintain visual, Brickyard 4555.
Alright, APU is on, we'll just turn these straight off. See ya. And beacon.
Canada 785, contact departure 1288.
2088, Air Canada 785.
Welcome to Montgomery. Want some replays. Yeah, before with the previous version of the plane, even when you're on your VREF speed, or really close to it, the nose would have like a downward attitude, which looks really ridiculous. Man, that's awesome. No ground spoilers. Oh, I thought about coming out for a second.
Briskin 395, turn right heading 235. Right 235.
Canada 785, contact departure 1288.
2088, Air Canada 785.
Contact departure 28. Have a good day.
For departure 28, 4555, take care.
There's a glitch or something with the ground spoilers. I was trying to pull the yoke back to get some more aerodynamic braking, and the nose came back up. Alright guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll let it taxi into engine shutdown. We'll see you maybe tomorrow night. X-Plane Pilot, thanks for hanging out. McFaddy, if you're still out there. Good talking to you, all the rest of you lurkers. See you guys later. Peace.